If you ever realized how weak your defense was, how pathetic your team lost, how bad you was blown out because you let a three-point shooter shoot an open three, or a big man dunk the ball on you. If you ever wondered why you let this happen, why you couldn't be the man or female that you're supposed to be to win a game, to do what you have to do, to be persistent enough to win multiple games back to back to back. I'm going to explain this to you. I'm going to show you how to become a phenomenal 2K player. How to become someone that can't be stopped. How to become someone who can't be intimidated, be scared, be broken. These defense skills I'm finna hand to you guys. Hand to the kingdom to let them use in any game they need to. It's gonna make you guys the best player overall. Now, I'm the most undefeated player in 2K. People think they can come across me and think that they can win a game because my team don't have diamond players yet. My team still got some gold players. But that's the trick, you know. I let them think they can win. But they can't. They won't. Now, when I get my hands on these diamonds that soon be coming, it's going to be a world of pay for you people. For the enemies that think they can come and take my crown, take my throne from me. You know, it's a Game of Thrones in here. You know, and I'm sitting on the throne right now. And no one will ever take this from me. I will share what I learned, what I acquired while I was born with, the divine power of my skills and my defense to you guys. To make you guys understand that with these skills, anything is possible. Anything can happen. This could be the difference between you winning a game, you getting blown out, or you just being plain ugly, you know? Lego. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? I'm finna bring you guys part two to the best defensive settings. This video will be good for people who play against people like the Spurs right here. I'm finna show you guys a good, perfect example. For people who like to get to the paint. People who like to get to the paint, you want to stop them from scoring inside. If they're not a three-point shooting type player, this will be perfect, bro. I'm telling you, this will be perfect settings. Protect the paint. Physical defense. Always physical defense. You want them to rough them up as much as possible. Get them tired. Get them tired, man. They'll push up on them. Crash defensive glass. Now, look. A lot of people, all right, this is just emphasis. So, you know, you got more settings you can adjust inside the game itself, right? You can adjust more settings inside the game. Now, look. If you guys would go in and tweak like individual settings, like deny a player the ball and stuff like that, you're kind of like changing the overall gist of it. Now, there are settings that you can use depending on what team you play. That's a later video. I'll show you guys a different video. But it's more settings you can change in depth as far as like players, each like individual players, or just the team in general. Like you could tight defense, deny the ball, moderate, smooth, go under screens, switch, stuff like that you can do. It all depends on what type of player you're playing against. If you change that, you're kind of changing your point of emphasis a little bit, because the reason why I say that, if you play tight on one player, right, and then you say deny the ball, they're gonna gamble. So like say if you got Durant on Kawhi Leonard, if Durant gamble and missed that pass, Kawhi Leonard got a easy way to the basket. That's just basketball in general. So depending on your play, depending on where they play, I say wait for those settings after the first quarter, because the first quarter it kind of tells you how he's gonna play the rest of the game. You know, it's gonna tell you how you're gonna play. Do these settings first. Play maybe half the first quarter or the full first quarter, and then set the individual players. Because depending on the way you're playing, if you're using a certain player, if you're using Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan the whole game, you know you want to deny down the ball. Or have a moderate offense on them. Just depending, dog. Just depending on the type of player they are, bro. Just depending on the type of player they are. So let me show you guys how these settings work, bro. I feel like this man, he's gonna be in between a three-point shooter, like a paint player. He got the Spurs. So Spurs are known for getting to the basket. So hopefully we'll see, dude.
Victory eluded them last time.
I mean, they can't. Not a lot of three-point shooting players on his team. Now, look, yeah, he had to
in that game, guys. Their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy.
Protect the paint, dog. Protect that paint, dog. Protect that paint, man. Protect that paint, bro. Protect that paint, dog. Protect that fucking paint, man. Protect that paint, bro. That's what we talking about, bro. Exactly, bro. You see, bro. Now, sometimes he gonna make some of those shots, dude. LA gonna make some of those shots. Yeah, he like to get to the basket, dude. Bad example, I kind of messed up my on-ball defense right there. But, like I said, bro, it just depends on how he's playing, how you want to change everything else, dude.
And the Spurs,
you know, it just depends on how you're playing, you know. Like, look, you see, you want to get to the basket a lot. Let's see. Just depending on what players he's using, bro. It really just depends on what players he's using, you know.
Green kicks.
You know, he let LA. He already gave LA the ball twice. He already gave LaMarcus Aldridge the ball twice. So you know he want to use him a lot, dude. Which I mean, I won't blame him on the Spurs. But look,
he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
Out to Ibaka. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here.
And one.
Here's Westbrook.
Anyway, but you see, you just gotta kind of like predict what type of player. That's the best way to win the game. Predict on sleep. That's the best way to predict how you're going to win the game. You got to figure out, you got to study your player in a way.
Phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And
anyway,
you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the
protect the paint. Durant knew the transition to protect the paint.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big time.
I'm just showing you guys examples, so that's why I'm not playing good. But look, man. Well, you know, he obviously.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
If I was playing a real game, I'd be mad. But listen, guys, you know he really wants, like, and this is a good way of showing you guys how he want to get to the basket. You know, it's a good way of showing how he want to get to the basket with his players.
He kicks it to Ibaka. Durant in the corner, and Parker with the block.
But I mean, other than that, guys, I mean, depending, like I said, it just really depends. It really just depends on who he want to use, man. Whether what type of settings you want to change to. And like I said, the point of emphasis, bro, that's just an overall understanding of what you want. You have to actually like go in if you want to like use like a more in-depth defensive approach. You have to go in and tweak each individual player. So. Like, he don't use Tony Parker that much. I mean, I haven't seen much because we only played half the first quarter. We only have 6 points on the board. So maybe with this guy, I'll probably wait till like mid-second quarter, bro, to change settings. But he really want the ball. He really want Elliott to have the ball.
They look to him for part of their offensive attack right now.
No, he's giving up three-point shots to get inside. Look, he want the ball to be inside. That's right. He forcing that three, dude. He forcing that three. So you can see he really wants to get inside the paint, bro. So you see how it's hard for him to do that because the point of emphasis I'm using, you know?
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative.
Point of emphasis I'm using, that's why it's so hard for me to get inside. But man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I will get the next video up with a better understanding of how to play, like each individual player and what type of player you want to do and what type of plays you want to run. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget we have a subscribers contest coming up. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man, so you can participate. More details are on the way, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out.